Global reach.
Local presence.
Legal excellence.
They've got to get the awareness, they've got to make sure that they understand what the issues are, and then put in the correct controls to minimize the effect. I think they have to understand that if there is a committed attack or a threat to them, that this may happen. So again, they've just got to put in something that will mitigate and get them back on track as quick as possible.
There isn't a foolproof solution. You just have to educate your people, make sure that the human error doesn't happen, and keep all your system update. That is the best way in which you can try to prevent as much as possible. Then have a plan. If something happens, know what to do, know what data you have, know what people you have to put on notice if something happens, and try to be as cooperative as possible to try and minimize any damage that can happen. This is what you can do. Then, depending on the size of your company, depending on your type of business, there might be anything else, so come and talk to us.
From our point of view as a litigator, it is very important for the company to protect their data and information, especially if they can keep on their systems informations and documents which can harm the third party or their clients. Reporting that might show, especially for big companies, that a breach happened, they might affect their business negatively. However, this will protect them in a way not to be part of such crime which happens. And reporting that, saving the company from further damages that might happen to the company by their clients or by the third party who hacked their system.
Good morning, Marassi TV. Thank you very much for joining us today. That was a really interesting session we had. We did not just cover the legal aspects, but insurance aspects, technical aspects, and the very scary one at the end, the live hacker attack. What do we say as lawyers? Don't leave it to your IT department. You need to take it up in the management. You need to educate and train your staff. You need to put a budget by the side. I know nobody wants to spend any money right now, but put a budget by the side, train your staff, educate your staff. Look at the due diligence, have procedures ready. If you receive today a call from your IT department that your system might have been compromised, you need to be able to know whom to call and what to do, and not to panic and not to react. Most of the laws that will apply for you have a policy that you have to notify within 72 hours, otherwise you will become part of the crime. So it's not just a question of liability, but of criminal implications as well. 72 hours is 3 days. 3 days you will need to figure out how much your system has been compromised. So it does not give you a long time to consider at that time and start to think. And obviously what we saw today, your system is as strong as your weakest link in your office who would click on a compromising link. So literally a lot of education has to be done. That would be our main advice for today. Thank you so much.